Have you ever wondered why they knocked Pluto down to a dwarf planet? Because Pluto packs a serious punch in astrology. And so stay tuned because in this video, we're going to go on a cosmic exploration to understand the immense significance of Pluto in your natal chart. And so we're going to unveil how this powerful but small planet, can catalyze your personal transformation and empowerment in your life's narrative. Okay, and so if you are new to me, to my channel, to any of my content in social media land, my name is Katrice and I am the Natal Chart Navigator. And I educate ambitious, open-minded professional women on how to get in sync with their natal energies for self-improvement and prosperity growth. Okay, and so let's go ahead. Let's jump into this video. We are talking about Pluto. This is the 9th planet. This is the final planet in the planetary series. Pluto is now considered a dwarf planet. Okay, it's also considered to be a trans-Neptunian object, and it is the farthest known dwarf planet from the Sun, and is the largest in the Kuiper belt, and it is also the 9th largest object in the solar system. Okay, now in astrology, Pluto is associated with transformation, regeneration, and power. Okay, it is like the phoenix rising. Okay, and it is said to represent the hidden parts of ourselves, the shadow self, and the areas of our lives where we need to let go of the old and embrace the new. Okay, Pluto transits they can be challenging, just depending upon where you are in your life and the house that they are transiting, the house and the sign that they are transiting in. But they are also very, very transformative. Okay, and Pluto is currently retrograde in Capricorn at the time of this recording, and it was when it moved into Capricorn in 2008. That's when we saw pretty much the fall of the auto industry, the banking industry, government. Like, as you can see, since Pluto has been in Capricorn, there has been so much transformation within our government. Okay, within how we do authority within ourselves. All right, and so Pluto's role in our personal transformation can be seen in the following ways. It can help us to face our fears and insecurities. It can help us to let go of old patterns and behaviors that are no longer serving us. It can help us to connect with our deeper power and intuition. And it can help us to transform our lives in profound ways. It can also help to empower us by us claiming our power and standing up for ourselves. It can help us to overcome our challenges and obstacles. It can help us to achieve our goals and our dreams. And it can help us become the best version of ourselves. Okay? And so Pluto's influence in the natal chart is powerful. Okay? Pluto is associated with our personal power and transformation. And the placement of Pluto in your natal chart can indicate areas where you need to let go of old patterns and beliefs and to embrace your own inner strength. Pluto is the planet of transformation, and its placement in the natal chart can indicate areas of our lives where we are likely to experience deep and lasting change. And this can be a challenging process, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. Now, Pluto is also associated with intimacy and power dynamics. And the placement of Pluto in the natal chart can indicate areas where we need to be careful about giving away our power, and where we need to be willing to be vulnerable in order to experience true intimacy. Now, Pluto is also associated with creativity and transformation, and the placement of Pluto in the natal chart can indicate areas where we are likely to be drawn to creative expression and where we can use our creativity to transform lives. And then Pluto is also associated with death and rebirth, and the placement of Pluto in the natal chart can indicate areas where we are likely to experience significant change or loss, and where we can emerge from these experiences stronger and more transformed. All right, so here are some specific examples of how Pluto's energy can manifest in your individual life experience, okay? So say you have Pluto in the first house. You may be drawn to transformation and personal power. So you may be more willing to take risks and face your fears in order to grow and evolve. Now, someone having Pluto in the seventh house may be drawn to intense and transformative relationships. And so they may be willing to go to great lengths to find, their perfect soulmate. Now, someone who has Pluto in the fifth house may be drawn to creative expression and transformation, and they may use their creativity to heal themselves and others, or their love, whoever they're dating, or their children, because fifth house is children as well. Okay, fifth house is also gambling. It's the fun house. Okay, and so anything within the realm of a house, okay, can be subject to a planet's energy, okay, if you have a planet in there, right? So these are just some general significations, but having Pluto in the fifth house, you may have a transformative experience when it comes to gambling, okay, because that is the house of gambling. So you may be a really big gambler, and then you may lose it all, right? And that's going to be really transformative, because then it's going to, you're not going to want to do that again. You're going to lose it all. You may hit rock bottom, and then you have to build yourself back up, right? That phoenix rising, coming back up. And so wherever you have a planet at, the significations of the house, how it is expressed for one person may be totally different from yours, even though you may have the exact same placement in the exact same house and sign, okay, as someone else, okay? Now, having Pluto in the eighth house, you may be drawn to death and rebirth. You may experience significant loss or change within your life, but then you may also emerge from these experiences much more stronger and transformed. Now, these are just a few examples of how Pluto's energy can manifest in your individual life experience, and the specific way in which Pluto's energy manifests will depend based upon your individual natal chart and your life experiences. Now, if you have not gotten your free 3-step framework ebook, then you definitely want to go and do that. You can click the link in the description of this video, okay? Now, Pluto is associated with the subconscious mind, and it is said to trigger self-awareness by bringing hidden or unconscious materials to the surface. Now, this can be a painful process, as it involves facing our deepest fears and insecurities. However, it is a necessary process for growth and transformation, okay? And so now when Pluto activates our subconscious, it can feel like we are being pulled into a dark and unknown place. Oh my gosh, these little gnats. They just started. They're like everywhere. Now, we may experience intense emotions such as anger, grief, or fear, and we may also have strange dreams or visions. Now, this can be a very challenging time, but also important to remember that it is all a part of the process of transformation, okay? And so as we move through this process, we begin to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our shadow selves. And we learn to accept our darkness, and we begin to integrate it into our personality, okay? This can lead to a profound sense of awareness, of self-awareness and empowerment. And now the transformative journey that Pluto sets in motion can be challenging, again, but it ultimately is rewarding, okay? And when we allow ourselves to be transformed by Pluto's energy, we can emerge stronger, more empowered, and more whole, okay? Now, the transformative journey that Pluto sets into motion, it can be divided into three phases, okay? This is not a set in stone, end all, be all. This is just to kind of give you some context around Pluto's energy, okay? So there's the death phase, and this is the phase where we are forced to confront our deepest fears and insecurities. And this can be a very difficult and painful time, but it is essential for our growth. Then there is the rebirth phase, and this is the phase where we let go of the old and embrace the new. And this can be a time of great joy and excitement as we step into a new chapter of our lives. And then there's the integration phase. And this is the phase where we integrate the new into our lives. And this can be a time of balance and harmony as we find our new normal. Okay? Now, here are some practical insights into how you can embrace and utilize Pluto's energy for your personal empowerment. First, you got to be willing to face your shadow self, okay? Now, Pluto is associated with the subconscious mind, and it can help us to bring our shadow selves into the light. Now, this can be a difficult process, but it is essential for our growth. And when we face our shadow selves, we can heal them and integrate them into our personalities. Let go of control. Now, Pluto is often associated with the concept of surrender. And when we surrender to Pluto's power, we are allowing ourselves to be transformed by the forces of change. Again, this can be a difficult process, but it's ultimately liberating. Finding your personal power. Now, Pluto is a planet of power, and it can help us to tap into our own inner strength. And when we are empowered by Pluto, we are able to stand up for ourselves, our beliefs, and to create the change that we want to see not only in our lives but within the world, okay? Embrace your dark side. Now, Pluto is associated with the dark side of human nature, but it can also be a source of great power. And when we embrace our dark side, we can use it to fuel our creativity and our drive for transformation. And then to just be patient. Pluto is a slow-moving planet, and its effects are often subtle and gradual, so don't expect to see overnight results, okay? Be patient with yourself and with the process of transformation. And so here are a few tips on channeling Pluto's energy positively to align with one's true self, okay? First, you need to do your shadow work. Shadow work is a process of exploring your shadow selves, and this can be done through journaling, therapy, or other forms of introspection. Meditation. Meditation can help you connect with your inner power and to let go of control. Self-love. When you love and accept yourself as you are more likely to embrace your shadow selves and to channel Pluto's energy positively. Setting boundaries. Pluto is associated with power struggles, and so it is very important that you set boundaries and protect yourself from people who are trying to use and control you. Stand up for yourself. Pluto is also associated with empowerment, and so it is imperative that you stand up for yourself and your beliefs, and don't let nobody bully you or talk you into doing anything that you don't want to do, okay? And then again, be patient, because the journey of Pluto, tapping into Pluto's energy, is not easy. And so it's important to be patient with yourself and the process, okay? So some potential challenges associated with strong Pluto placements in the natal chart would be power struggles. And so you may be controlling or manipulative, or you may know people, like you may draw that energy to you. You could also have obsessive thoughts, be very fearful of change, have endured a lot of trauma throughout your life, and be a very secretive person. Okay. Now, here are some of the growth opportunities that can emerge from confronting those challenges head on. You tap into your personal power. So, by facing your fears and your challenges, people with strong Pluto placements can develop a deep sense of personal power, and they can learn to stand up for themselves and to take control of their lives. Empathy. By understanding their own darkness, people with strong Pluto placements can develop empathy for others, and they can learn to see the world through the eyes of others and to be more compassionate. Wisdom. By going through the transformative process of Pluto, people with strong Pluto placements can gain wisdom and insight. They can learn to see the world in a new way and to make better choices. Resilience. By overcoming their challenges, people with strong Pluto placements can develop resilience. They can learn to bounce back from setbacks and to keep going. And then transformation. By embracing their darkness and their power, people with strong Pluto placements can experience transformation. They can become the best versions of themselves and make a positive impact on the world. Okay? And so that is Pluto's energy. Okay? And so thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, helpful, or insightful, please do give it a thumbs up and share it out with others that may benefit from the information as well. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video, so don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what were your insights, what were your takeaways from this video. And as you immerse yourself in this captivating exploration of Pluto's influence, I invite you to actively engage with the cosmic conversation that we're having here at Understanding You University, because we dive deep into aligning with your true nature and your personal odyssey of self-understanding and empowerment. Now, what have you discovered any resonances between Pluto's energy and your own life experiences? If so, let me know down in the comments, okay? And now, for more insights and resources, or to book a reading with me, you can do so by visiting my Linktree and downloading my free PDF ebook, The 3-Step Framework to Become Energetically Synced with Your Natal Chart. It is my practical guide designed to help you align with the cosmos for personal growth and increased prosperity, okay? And so until next time, remember that possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand. And that should make you smile, because you really do create your own reality. Have a good one.